Regardless of how many years of experience, degrees, or certifications you may have, if nobody knows about your services, you're not getting any clients. Let's face it, most HR professionals don't have a background in marketing. But the good news is, marketing your services doesn't have to be overwhelming. Today, we're breaking it down into simple, actionable steps to help you attract clients and build your brand. In this video, we'll cover how to position your HR consulting business, the most popular marketing channels for HR consultants, and how to know which channels are the best fit for your business. First things first, how do you position your business in a crowded market? Start with your unique value proposition, or UVP. What problems do you solve, and what businesses do you support? Instead of branding yourself as an HR consultant, be specific. For example, you could be the go-to HR expert for scaling healthcare practices, or maybe a compensation expert in commission structures for sales teams. Your messaging needs to be crystal clear so that when someone visits your website or LinkedIn profile, they immediately understand who you help and how. There are tons of different marketing channels to choose from, and if you're just getting started, you may not know which one to try first. In this section, we'll explore some of the more popular marketing channels for HR consultants and things you should know before you start using them. This professional social network can be an incredible place for you to meet and connect with potential clients. Think of your LinkedIn profile as a second website. If you're just getting started as an HR consultant, it's essential to re-optimize your profile because you're not just using it to secure employment anymore. Your profile should be optimized for leads. We actually have an in-depth guide on LinkedIn profile optimization for HR consultants that you can download for free. Check the video description for a link to get started. Once your LinkedIn profile is ready, start sharing insights. You can post about common HR challenges, share client success stories, and engage with industry conversations. The more you contribute, the more visibility you'll gain. LinkedIn is also a great place to generate leads. The LinkedIn Sales Navigator will allow you to find and filter your target market to start making outreaches. There are also quite a few software programs that can help you manage your follow-up process. Remember, multiple touchpoints and adding value early is an important way to build your potential lead funnel. Search engine optimization, or SEO, refers to the process of improving a website so it appears higher in search engine results like Google. The higher your website ranks, the more likely it is that someone will find you. Okay, this might sound like a smart way to get leads, but for independent HR consultants, it's often more trouble than it's worth. Here's why. SEO takes time, a lot of it, and ranking on Google can take months or years to compete with established websites, especially in the HR space. Unless you're regularly publishing high-quality content, your chances of ranking are pretty slim. Plus, Google's algorithm keeps changing. With AI-driven search, traditional SEO strategies are becoming less reliable. Google now favors AI-generated summaries, zero-click searches, and big-name websites, making it even harder for an independent HR consultant to break through the noise. Don't forget, you're competing with large companies that also market HR consulting services with 7 to 8-figure marketing budgets like ADP and TriNet. Lastly, SEO isn't a direct lead generator. SEO brings in more traffic, but not necessarily more clients. HR consulting is a relationship-driven business, and ranking on Google for HR compliance tips won't magically turn those readers into paying clients. While SEO is a very popular marketing channel and works well for larger businesses, it's not something I would recommend for early-stage HR consultants. If you decide to start a local HR consulting practice, you'll actually have an easier time generating leads. Local Yelp or Google pay-per-click ads are a lot cheaper when you are tied to a physical address. You'll have a much lower cost per click, and it can be an easier way to get started than if you decided to compete for ad spend nationally or globally. One of the fastest ways to grow is by networking with professionals who serve the same clients as you. Think accountants, insurance brokers, and fractional CFOs. These service providers might have several clients who desperately need HR support, but don't know where to start. That's where you come in. What I've found is that service providers don't typically have an HR consultant as their go-to. This market is really ripe for you to build strong contacts in a fast and cost-effective way. Reach out and start building relationships with these adjacent service partners. This form of marketing is called partnership marketing, and it's all about creating a mutually beneficial ecosystem, not just a one-way referral. The key to this strategy: give before you get. Offer to refer business their way, and they'll likely do the same for you. Let's say you're advising a client on a payroll issue, and you uncover a bookkeeping gap that's outside your area of expertise. This is an opportunity for you to refer your client to your bookkeeping partner, deepening your relationship and increasing the chances that a new client will be sent your way. Many large vendors like payroll providers, insurance brokers, and even PEOs actually have a formal referral program. Not only can you pass along exclusive discounts to your clients, but you may also earn a referral bonus or recurring commission. That turns every great introduction you make into a potential new revenue stream. Your existing clients can be one of your best sources for new business. I found that when you consistently deliver results and keep your clients happy, referrals often follow naturally. Really satisfied clients want to share your name, especially if you make it easy for them to do so. Whether it's providing a quick way to send an intro, sharing a testimonial, or tagging you in a community post, those small moments can lead to big growth. When a referral happens, I always take the time to thank the client, whether or not it turns into new business. That appreciation goes a long way in encouraging future referrals. Becoming a recognized expert in your field is one of the best ways to attract clients. Hosting a free webinar on how to create an employee handbook, or being a guest on a podcast discussing HR trends can position you as an authority. Don't overlook guest articles. Many industry blogs and online publications accept expert contributions. If you specialize in DEI, for instance, you could write a guest post for an HR publication on how small businesses can build an inclusive culture. These opportunities not only showcase your expertise, but also put you in front of potential clients. With regards to speaking opportunities, you often actually have to pay to be a thought leader, so be ready to pay the organizer of the event. I've actually seen pricing somewhere between $3,000 to $5,000 for quality events that you pay in order to get on the itinerary. You also need material ready to go before the event will determine whether or not to extend the offer. This could be an effective strategy for more established HR consultants, but it might not be the best fit for consultants who are just getting started to find their footing. Reaching out to potential clients cold can feel intimidating, but when done correctly, it does work. The key: make it personal and valuable. Instead of sending a generic, "Hi, I'm an HR consultant, do you need help?" craft something thoughtful. For example, if you notice a business is hiring rapidly, you could message the CEO on LinkedIn. "Hi John, I saw that your company is growing quickly. Congrats. I recently helped a company in your industry going through similar growth with a strategic roadmap on how to scale their team and avoid the mistakes of growing too fast. Would it be helpful if I sent it to you?" This approach is far more effective than just pitching your services outright. Provide a well-researched soft opening with value right off the bat. If you can collect their email early, that contact becomes yours. This is really powerful because you can get them off whatever platform you found them on. Your website isn't technically a marketing channel. Instead, I would think of your website as the backbone of your marketing channels. All your marketing efforts should guide prospective clients to your website, where they can learn more about you and your services and schedule a consultation. That said, your website doesn't have to be fancy, but it does need to be professional and have a clear call to action. Now, let's talk about how to get your business in front of the right people. Remember, you're not trying to sell your services to everybody, so it's a smart idea to test a few different marketing channels to see which ones are the best fit for your business. Choose 1 or 2 marketing channels to start. Test, iterate, and as your business grows, your marketing strategies will grow with you. I firmly believe in the marketing rule of 7, which says that on average, it takes 7 marketing touchpoints before you're able to land a meeting with a potential client. In my experience, while 7 to 8 touchpoints can land a meeting, it's about 12 to 15 touchpoints between initial follow-ups, multiple meetings, and follow-up questions before I have a signed contract. We'll dive into this a bit more in our video on sales for HR consultants, but the key thing to remember here is that one marketing channel may not provide enough touch points to land your first meeting, so it's always a good idea to build a presence in multiple channels. It's worth mentioning that not all marketing channels are created equally, and what works for some HR consultants may not work for others. You'll know which marketing channels are working best because you'll start to see which ones actually lead to paying clients. Start with the ones that result in clients quickly first. Over time, you should plan on reducing your efforts on underperforming channels and pay more attention to the channels that are actually bringing in business. One last thing I want to add here is that the quality of your marketing leads is way more important than the quantity. For example, some marketing channels might provide you with tons of leads, but maybe those leads are more interested in one-off projects rather than long-term relationships, or the companies are too small or don't have the budget to afford you. Focus on the leads that add the greatest value to your business. So let's recap what we've learned. Start by positioning yourself clearly, try out a few marketing channels to see what's working, and then focus your time and energy on the channels that bring in predictable revenue. Okay, now that you have leads coming in, how do you package and sell your services? In the next episode, we'll cover pricing and sales strategies to help you convert your leads into paying clients. See you there.